25,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start. At the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception?
It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
First down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Lions nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off play action. Grubbs. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. First, the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Bengals 14, Lions nothing. Evan McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Detroit.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Grubbs. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Lions 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff to Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw. Grubbs. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Off play action. Grubbs. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. To throw on 2nd down, Grubbs. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Grubbs. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. It's Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw on second down. Grubbs. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He finds Corey Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Grubbs. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Grubbs escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Grubbs forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Grubbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Stokes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Back to throw. Grubbs. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
At the Bengals' 19-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Get set. Big 13. Big 13. 12's the mic. We got to go. 12, Mike.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. A pitch out to Swift here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Grubbs. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield now, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Burrow will throw. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Bengals 31, Lions 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Off play action. Grubbs. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Being chased out left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Grubbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Powers through him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Grubbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57's Mike.
Back to throw. Grubbs. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And in for the Lions touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Buying time to his left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.